To record the best audio, you need to use an external microphone like a lavalier clip-on microphone and have it at a distance of about 6 to 10 inches or 15 to 25 centimeters from your mouth. By the way, by external microphone, I don't mean the little mics that plug into your headphone or lightning socket and are fixed next to your iPhone. The point of using an external microphone is to get it up to the person who's speaking and not leave it in the same position where the internal microphones are on your iPhone. This is a lavalier microphone that's suitable for an iPhone. This one connects to my phone by a wire, but you can also get wireless lavalier mics, but good quality ones are quite a bit more expensive than wired mics. Unless you have a good reason to spend a lot of money on your lavalier microphone, I wouldn't splash the cash. Remember, your finished video is likely to be watched on a mobile device or computer where the loudspeaker will be small and the viewer won't be able to hear the benefits of a high-end expensive microphone. However, that's not an excuse to record poor quality audio. You definitely want to record the best sound you can. Just remember the likely limitations in playback for most viewers and decide whether it's going to be good enough. First of all, not all lavalier mics are made equal, and some may not even work on your iPhone. For instance, this Audio-Technica ATR3350 has a 3.5mm jack, as does this MOVO LV1, but they are different. The ATR3350's jack is a TRS, or tip ring sleeve connector, that won't work on my iPhone without an adapter. But the MOVO's jack is a TRRS, or tip ring sleeve connector, that will work on my iPhone. You need to know that a microphone with a TRS type jack will need a TRS to TRRS adapter, but microphones with a TRRS jack should work fine. However, check the product details to make sure that the mic will work with your phone. If you have an iPhone 7 or later, you won't have a headphone socket, but you will have a lightning connector. In theory, you can use the lightning to headphone adapter that probably came with your phone, and then plug in your mic that terminates in a TRRS connector, or add in a TRS to TRRS adapter. That's the theory, but it doesn't always work. Incidentally, if cost isn't an issue, the Sennheiser Clip Mic Digital and Sennheiser MKE2 Digital come with lightning connectors as standard, so you won't need any of those adapters. They do produce beautifully clear sound, but they are rather pricey. So let's get back to reasonably priced lavalier microphones. In budget video production, a course I co-instruct with Ken McGaffin, we recommended the MOVO LV1 and Audio-Technica ATR3350 IS lavalier microphones. They're both excellent choices for a wide range of cameras, smartphones and audio recorders. However, I've found another lavalier microphone that not only is capable of recording good audio, but is also available at a budget price. It's the PowerDeWise lavalier microphone and comes with a handy 79-inch extension cord. So let's see how these mics compare. I'm now recording using the internal microphone on the iPhone. To be precise, it's the front-facing microphone. It's the one that corresponds to the FaceTime camera on the iPhone. And I'm at about an arm's length from the iPhone. At this distance, the sound quality is not too bad. It's perfectly acceptable in most circumstances. If I were further away from the iPhone, then the sound quality certainly would not be so good. Next up in the battle of the microphones is the MOVO LV1. It's a wired lavalier microphone and it can clip on to your shirt, lapel, wherever you want. And currently I suppose it's about 6 inches away from my mouth. So a little bit closer, in fact, considerably closer than the iPhone that we were using just a moment ago. This microphone actually is the one that myself and my co-instructor Ken McGaffin recommend in our course Budget Video Production. It'll be interesting to see how it fares against the microphones in this test. Next up in this microphone test is the Audio-Technica ATR3350. It's the version that comes with the little smartphone adapter so that you can plug it into your iPhone or other mobile device. It's also the most expensive in this test, but not by much. But all the microphones that I'm testing are roughly about the same price, in the 20s. So we'll now move on to the next microphone. So this is the PowerDeWise microphone. It comes in on Amazon.com at approximately $22, so that makes it our second most expensive microphone. It comes with a 59-inch cable. However, in the box it's also got a 79-inch extension, so you can move around fairly freely in front of the camera. In fact, that applies to all three lavalier microphones that we've tested here. They all come with a reasonable length of cable that allows you to get away from the camera and wander around and do whatever you need to do whilst you're presenting. But of course, the distance between the microphone and your mouth remains the same in all cases, apart from when you're using the internal microphone on the iPhone. So that's the test done. And which microphone did you prefer? All three lavalier microphones are about $20 on Amazon. For me, the PowerDeWise was number one, with the MOVO LV1 only just slightly behind. The Audio-Technica I'd put into third place, with the iPhone's internal microphone last. Now, I know the internal microphone sounded okay, but it will only sound okay at the distance of my arm in a selfie video. In contrast with the other three microphones, I can move away from my iPhone and the recorded audio will sound just the same no matter what distance I am from the iPhone. The audio from the MOVO and Audio-Technica mics can definitely be boosted a little in your editing, but the PowerDeWise audio probably doesn't really need very much done to it. So I'd probably go for the PowerDeWise, especially if you're a little quieter spoken. At the time of recording, the PowerDeWise has more than 1,000 reviews on Amazon, with 75% of reviewers leaving a 5-star rating. To be honest, I'm a little surprised at the results, especially since Audio-Technica is a well-established name in audio products. I didn't expect to like the PowerDeWise as much as I did. For instance, on my professional equipment, I almost always use Sennheiser and Audio-Technica microphones. But with filming with my iPhone, and if trying to keep things simple and affordable, I have to say the PowerDeWise microphone does seem to be a reasonable choice.